In this episode, we travel from Golden Sword to Key Harbor and then on to the Bad River, where we had a bit of a fiasco with the dinghy. When your husband says, "Trust me," don't. Here's what I found online. Key Harbor was an important port in the 1900s. Upon the discovery of a huge iron mine in Sudbury, Key Harbor was developed as it was the closest deep-water harbor to export the iron ore. A long dock, railway tracks, and buildings all used to stand at its entrance. Little evidence is left today besides some old dock pilings and a few summer cottages. The resort corner store gas station was friendly, but they had little in the way of provisions. They did have fuel, but we found it to be the most costly gas of the entire trip.
So we just fueled up here in Key Harbor, which is kind of halfway between maybe Parry Sound and Killarney. It'd be a good area to say where it's at, I would think. And this old dock, the old pilings here used to have a dock on top of it, and believe it or not, there used to be a train that used to come out on this dock, and the train was full of coal. And apparently it went all the way out here. Like way out here. You can see the pilings way out there. Apparently this was all pilings. I can't believe that, but I know it went out at least as far as this, and the train would unload the coal onto the steamships, and the steamship would take it wherever they're going. And the old concrete building that you can see over here, that was the generator plant, the one that generated electricity. I believe it must have run on coal, and it would basically heat and give electricity to the community here in Key Harbor.
The Key River Association does have a website, and they have an entertaining post called "Traveling to the Harbor in the Good Old Days." It describes traveling from the city of Toronto to Key Harbor by train in the 1940s, and I found it a very entertaining read. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, you can find a link in the description below.
Okay, I think we're good. We're really close to this rock, but this rock drops off right away. I mean, I think it's like 5 feet right off the edge of this rock. I'm just worried about my kicker motor here, that it might hit the rocks, but I want to make it so we can just step off here onto the rocks. Can you think we can do that now, Jill?
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, if I pull, I think I can.
Okay.
On my side, not so much. On your side, yes.
Well, I think the wind's blowing right now. Yeah, you might be able to do that now. Let's see. I'll try it.
Yeah, and then you're gonna.
It'll be easier
I'll film you, and that way, if you end up in the water, that'll be very funny.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Look at. Oh, that's good.
Very doable.
Yeah, and I think going back on, it looks farther. You can still do it.
After a drink or two?
After a drink or two, I may not want to do that, but I think this is a nice spot. We're now at the Bad River is where we ended up today, and we're probably end up, if we like it here, we may spend a week here. The fishing's supposed to be good here. I remember it as a boy coming here with my family on the sailboat, and we would come in here, and I remember there was clouds of bait fish, and typically where you find lots of bait fish, and I was just like looking right here on these rocks when we came in, there's just minnows all over here, small bait fish. So I think we're gonna have some good luck with the fishing. But look at, we've got over here, we've got a little fire pit, and so there's some dead branches here we could use in the fire pit, for a nice fire maybe tonight. Yeah. So I think we're tied up pretty good here. We got the anchor out, and I think we're in rocks, so I don't think this is going to move at all. I think we're really good. Now I thought about trimming the motor up, but if I trim the motor up, then it's I don't know, 6 of 1, half a dozen. I'm going to leave it in the water. Then we can walk around the backside. So I think we're good. And we put the dinghy here. What do you think, Joel?
I think this is good. Yeah, we moved the dinghy up, tied it up halfway, so it didn't rub against.
I know there's a lot of boats. What do we count? How many boats?
5.
5 boats?
There's 5, possibly 6.
5 boats, and there's not that many. They're actually rafted together, because I don't blame them for coming down through this skinny little channel. we marked 3 feet at one spot. Actually, we marked 1.5 feet, and I had to turn around using the actual bow thruster to get turned around. It was so tight. So we came around here and decided to put it here. Now, there is a campsite over there that I'm not too happy with, because if you got some people coming in and they're drinking and making a racket.
Yeah, you can't see the sign from here, but it's marked as an orange triangle.
Yeah.
With a tent to show that canoe campers can camp there.
Or whoever, anyone coming in with a fishing boat or whatever. So, I mean, we take the chance of that. And if it's noisy, then I guess we have to move. But for now, we'll stick it out.
Well, and it's not the weekend yet.
No, it's not. We still have 3 days before the weekend. So I say we have 3 days before we have to worry about that. Yeah. And we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. The Bad River's pretty far away from anything. So I think it'll be good. Let's have some lunch.
Let's have some lunch. Like father, like son. Get to the first location and you got to scout out the fishing. Yeah. So we got an almost pike. Pike jumped and bit off, but let's see what we can get. That was.
Oh, there's so many minnows, so much bait fish in here. It's crazy. I'm surprised I'm not catching a pike or a bass or a walleye on every cast. Well, I did. Yeah. I did catch a pike just now, but it was a small pike and he jumped off.
Okay, I'll get back to making lunch. Holler at me if you get another bite.
Oh, this looks great.
So it's partly a salad in a bag, like coleslaw, mixed with avocado and grapes. Oh, I forgot the nuts.
Cold fish is good.
And my leftover fish.
Mm-hmm. You want to go for a tour in the dinghy and see? So the Bad River, what I can remember of it, when I was a boy, and when I mean a boy, I mean I was probably 15 years old, and I remember coming in here with my parents' sailboat and anchoring up, and then taking the dinghy with the motor and going up through these channels, and it's a river. It's like there's a current. It's like you're actually going up white water. So the river is flowing down, and you can actually drive your motor up this river, and it's just, you can get lost back in there. There's so many little bays and tributaries and places up there, and I'll never forget that trip. It was amazing, and seeing the amount of fish life that was in the water was absolutely crazy. I don't know if it's still the same as far as fish life goes, but I'm looking forward to finding out.
Sounds good. Whitewater. Oh my gosh. I've done some whitewater training for canoeing. The first thing you learn is how to read the water. If it is new water, you get out and you survey the river to choose your path. Because Michael had been here years earlier, he was relying on old memories of the chute he thought we were on. Big mistake. A rock nicked the prop and it was ass over tea kettle. We were lucky nothing more serious happened this day. Live and learn. All right, so tell us what you doing.
Just
tinkering.
Yeah, I'm trying to bang out this propeller here. Wait.
And why are you banging out the propeller, Michael?
Well, I tried to go up. See, in the Bad River, there's a chute where you can actually drive up. And I'm not sure if it was the right chute. I tried going up, and not only did I hit a rock, I hit the rock so hard that it literally flipped the boat upside down, and
The dinghy.
The dinghy.
Yes.
The dinghy flipped upside down. Julie and I went in the water. And it was like, it's only like a 9.9 actually. I'm surprised it actually happened, but maybe it was with the current that caused it to flip. But anyways, I lost 2 fishing rods. Julia lost a pair of sunglasses.
And that was it, actually, considering.
Yeah, Julia saw my wallet floating by and she grabbed it. What else? That was it. We got everything else. I did wreck the prop. The motor was upside down, so I had to pull the plugs and drain the cylinders out, and I managed to get it going again. I had to do it twice. I had to drain the cylinders twice, but it started, thank God. I think I'm going to check the lower unit oil because it was completely upside down. I don't know if there's a place where the oil can go, but I'm probably going to check that when we get back to a dock somewhere. But I'm just trying to get the propeller to not shake as much, so I'm just in the middle of.
I just feel like this is something that one of our kids might have done, but not.
Yeah, you'd think it was something Leaf might do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to name names.
Well, we know who it would be.
Oh my gosh! But no one was hurt, and we grabbed everything. And I had my my waterproof bag, which you roll down and it's actually buoyant. And then I had an additional waterproof bag in that with my cell phone in it, so I had it double waterproofed. And I'm so glad I had that. Your phone ended up in.
I wonder if it works. We never checked the phone. I know one GoPro.
It did start. Your phone did start. I put it in a bag of rice and the GoPro.
Yeah, so
I held the GoPro above my head.
Yeah.
But
did you turn the power off on my camera, on my phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, tomorrow we'll see. And now we're just going to tinker on the rocks.
I don't know how old that phone is. The phone's got to be 5 years old. I mean, I don't think there's ever been an iPhone that's lasted 5 years.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not in our family anyways.
Alrighty. So you keep tinkering and I'm going to make us a drink.
I'm going to
Good idea.
File the edges down on it now.
Well, we're in a lovely anchorage.
Oh yeah, that's great. Now I know why they call it the Bad River.
And this beautiful little river inlet.
That was just stupid on my part.
Yeah, it was.
It was. I thought it was the right one because I've been up it before, but it was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was maybe it is the one you're supposed to go up, and I just went a little too far to the right hand side and nicked that rock, and that's what flipped us. But man, so anyways, I put on my dive gear. And I tried to dive down to see if I can find my 2 fishing rods that are laying on the bottom. But the water is so dark here that I couldn't see anything. And I tried to dive down in the water. I think it was like about 12 feet deep in the river. I tried to dive down, and it was just I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. It was just terrible.
Oh, my favorite sunglasses.
Oh, I know.
We'll have to get Julia a new pair of sunglasses. I do, however, have a backup pair of sunglasses, which... it's good to have a backup of almost everything on board the boat. Mm-hmm. I think when you're traveling, because you never know what's going to go overboard, what the problem's going to be. So, life goes on. Yeah. And at least it's not storming and raining, and no one was hurt.
No one was hurt, no. Thank God. The hole to put it in here, it's just...
You're just reattaching the propeller.
Yeah, there's a crown nut that has to go on here. But I can't see the hole that it's supposed to. There. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. There it goes. That is one nasty looking prop.
So that pin goes through the center.
Yeah, that stops that nut from spinning off, right?
Yeah. Learning something new.
Push that thing through a little bit more.
You're bending it up?
Yeah,
On purpose.
Yeah, on purpose, yeah.
Oh.
There, done. That's it.
Right.
So it didn't, it's an aluminum prop, so they're really designed to bend and break before the actual shaft does. And I should check to see how the lower unit oil is in there now.
Right.
Well, that's the next job, but I'm not going to do that today.
We prefer not to use the air conditioning, so we decided to install a bug screen door to keep the bugs out and let the air flow. We purchased a cheap kit from the hardware store. It worked well and it was easy to install with Velcro, but you get what you pay for, and after one season we upgraded to a higher quality screen door purchased on Amazon. It was recommended to us by a new friend who also owns a boat like ours. We're pretty excited about it. Small things get us excited around here. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to show you a couple of new gadgets. So I didn't have great luck with the trivets that I bought at the dollar store. No big surprise. So I picked these up, believe it or not, in British Columbia at the ferry depot. Odd place to do your kitchen shopping, and they're made of silicone, so I can put hot stuff down right beside the stove. I made some banana bread this morning on the Omnia pot, and I got a couple of new gizmos from Omnia. One is a trivet that this entire pot set can sit on, and the other one was some really good oven mitts that also could be used as a trivet. The third thing, which is super cool, is this little gizmo. It's a handle that goes inside the Omnia pot. So you can lift the whole pot off when it's hot and then place it on the trivet to get it out of the way. Depending on what you're cooking, then you can continue to use your hot plate for doing the rest of your meal or whatever. So I just thought those were really cool, that you might be interested in those. They can be purchased, I believe, just on the Omnia website or Amazon probably. So I'll put the link in the description if anyone is interested in those products. And what we were baking this morning was a new product called Stellar Eats. So this I got at the health food store, but you can get it at the grocery store here in Canada. And this product is a bit healthier. It's grain-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based. So I will let you know in just a second how tasty they are. You can make them into muffins, or you can make it into a cake. So we'll let you know how good it tastes in just a minute. So here is the banana cake, cooked perfectly. You do add one banana for this recipe. I would probably add one more. It's moist, it's good. Yeah, but I actually feel like it needs a little bit of butter on top. It's delicious. It's delicious like this, but personally I would add a little bit of butter when you're eating it. Excellent. So thumbs up for the banana bread. Michael made a new friend and they are out fishing this morning. A gentleman from couple from the United States who are doing the Great Loop. Really nice group, really nice couple. Norma and Doug. Anyways, Michael lost both of his fishing rods overboard with the dinghy mishap, and so he has no fishing rods for a couple of days. And this gentleman is not familiar with how to use the freshwater spinning gear. So if I'm saying that right, fisherman's wife, I should know better. Anyway, so Michael offered to take him fishing this morning and teach him the ropes. So they're out fishing, and I was baking some banana bread, so they'll have some banana bread when they get back. It's a beautiful morning. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.